probably don't recognize him because he doesn't have his jersey on. I'm not even sure if it's the real Jay Peckham.
No, I'm a stand-in. I'm a proxy at this point.
We're back at Progressive Auto Sales Arena. It is now 1-0 or 1-0, according to Sting Twitter. I can't even say it right. Sting Twitter. Whenever you're around, this happens. I don't know what that is.
What is that?
It's 1-0 for the white guys, the white team, and the ones wearing the white. That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good to be back here, Progressive Auto. It's interesting, because it's really warm outside.
Yes.
And then we're here at a Sting game, supporting United Way, starting at Lambton.
I got my shorts on.
I don't. I'm full. Trust
gear.
me, from fear of. I've lost control. I don't think I ever actually had it when Jay Peckham's around.
Nope.
Exhibition, though. Speaking of which, the exhibition matches are coming up. Our producer will put it up on the screen there for you, all the dates and the times that you can be here. Tickets are only $10 for everybody for all the home games in the exhibition.
Unless you're a
series.
season ticket holder, and then they're even cheaper.
Okay.
Which I am.
Of course you are.
I'm coming back this season. Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about you being back this season.
Yeah.
Jay Peckham, our fan perspective once again, and I've only been able to, actually I've been really busy. I haven't caught most of the game, but I know you're dedicated to have been watching.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Well, pretty exciting. I mean, we've got some good talent out there. I think, there's some guys that are really showing their stuff. A few guys, that I've looked at that I think that I'm really quite interested in seeing. But, I don't know everything that's going on in the dressing room, so it's hard to say. I could just say what I've seen here so far, but we've got some young guys coming up. There's some speed out there. I think there's some clear defensive thing, and it's also fun to watch too because you got some of the new guys still not sure about how to keep their head up, right?
Right.
I know Kelton Hatcher's laid out a few guys so far in this game.
I was a little bit surprised.
Absolutely. So, and Kelton, and that was the other thing too. It's interesting to see, a couple of months since we've seen our Sting players, and some of these guys have put on a little bit of size.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't remember Hugo Lavinius being that quite that big, but he is
growing up, right? And then,
so absolutely, it's great to see.
Well, the question often is this time of year, training camp and everything. People want to know who's back. And who's gone, and who's going to be around, and this is really, there's a lot of questions going on out there, a lot of conversations. I know I've been walking around eavesdropping on people's conversations, and that's what you're hearing. Oh, I like that one there. Oh, who's that? And some of them are taking notes.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
It's an exciting time to see, and I know there's going to be some great announcements coming up over the next few weeks.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? Even after today, there's going to be so much that's going to probably change. But, I'm still looking for an exciting season because I think, just seeing some of the guys that are here now, we know that are at least going to be with us at the beginning of the year. Sean Jostling, Franco Spravero, Ryan McGregor. I think Hugo Lavinius, some of those guys, I think, we're already set up for a pretty decent season to start with. I think that for me, the key thing is going to be goaltending, right? Because, we've lost our overage goaltender at this point, so now, we're looking at, there's a couple of guys in here.
A little bit of this going on.
Absolutely. Well, and we'll see what happens.
I mean that respectively.
Yeah, for sure. But Aiden Hughes played he had a good period for what he was in for. Blair Coffin, he's been sort of on our radar, and he's played a little bit for us in the past, and he did a pretty reasonably good job. So I wouldn't be surprised though to see the Sting trade and try to pick up a big time goalie or someone who can really carry that end for the season. Well,
it's interesting again of what's going on out there, what we're seeing, what people are talking about. They're always wondering how are we going to compare to last year? Because we had a good year last year.
We had a great year last year.
An amazing start.
Yeah, absolutely.
There were some high expectations out there. Some were met, some not quite as much. Obviously, we didn't get as far as we would have liked to. But one thing we did keep saying and repeating, and Lee Cunningham from Seats OK kept saying, there was a lot of depth on the team.
Sure.
And we got to keep that depth. The feeling behind the scenes is a really good one.
Well, and I agree with you, David. And I think there were some things. The thing for me is that, honestly, since David Legwand and Darren Hatcher have taken over the team, the first year we went from last place to somewhere in the middle of the pack. Okay, and then last year we hovered around the top end of the O for almost the entire season.
Canada for a while.
Absolutely, and so we're learning new things every year, and I think one of the things is that I think that's just going to get better is that playoff experience. That was really our first crack at playoffs with these coaches, and playoff hockey, as we all know, is a very different animal, and I think they probably learned some stuff. I fully expect them to expand their abilities this year, and so I'm looking forward to another awesome season.
The coaching team a big factor in this for sure. Now I want to bring up a name that you mentioned just a little bit earlier when we started, Franco Spadera.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to call it right now. He is going to be one of the #1 players we could possibly have on this team. He's a little guy, but he's got a firecracker, and he's not afraid to get in there hard. He's not afraid to take the hits. He took some big hard hits last season.
Sure he did,
And, when you talk to him in the interviews and, again, behind the scenes, he just got nothing but great things to say about this hockey club.
Heart of the team,
and what's going on in the locker room. And there's not a bad word comes out of his mouth.
Nope.
Which you would expect, but he's so sincere about what's happening here in this hockey club. I see great things this season coming from him.
I agree 100%. I mean, Franco was he was a real factor for us last year. I mean, and he was always so exciting to watch him. And the thing for me was last year, our penalty kill was outstanding. When Franco was out there on the penalty kill, you know what? 50% of the time we were getting these, long breakaways.
Well, we almost thought we should have played man short.
100%, absolutely. Because he really is the heart of the team. I think I agree with you. Two other guys I think I want to mention that I think are going to be real standouts this year, as long as we hopefully don't get them traded. I love Sean Jostling. I think
absolutely.
The end of the season last season really proved what he's capable of, and if he's kept up over the summer, I think we're going to see a very exciting season for him. And I think honestly, this is going to be Ryan McGregor's season. I think he's another guy that I just he's been such a core element on this team for a couple of years now, and I think it's been nice to see him develop year after year after year, and I think I want to say this is going to be a year that I think we're going to see an awful lot of Ryan McGregor, and I'm excited.
So far, we are agreeing.
Perfect.
But it's early.
That's good.
We had a couple of different opinions last year, but that's okay. That's why we're here with the fan perspective. And Jay, I do appreciate you coming by and being
100%,
a part of what we do here. So
I'm just glad I'm not chopped liver, because I walked by a couple of times.
He was like, because we didn't have him on pregame or first period or second period.
Well,
he got bumped. We saved the best for last.
Some talent has an ego. I just want to say.
Well, who would that be? I thought I had enough to fill a room, but apparently.
I missed you, man.
I did. I feel like we broke up or something.
Exactly.
We're back, though, and we hope you'll be back here joining us as well. The show live on location as part of the Video Show Network. We'll be here at all the Sting home games. And coming up real soon, I'm going to have a very special announcement. We're going to have a really cool ticket giveaway. You're going to have to follow along on my fan page here, the show Sarnia. You might even, I don't know. Maybe
do I qualify?
I don't think you do. You already have season tickets.
The talent doesn't qualify.
We want someone else to come down and enjoy.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And by the way, don't ever come back without your jersey. Just don't do that.
I thought it's preseason. You know what? Preseason. The team's not set. The team's not set. I'm not in full on.
I know the pay's
either.
not big here for you, Jay, but I thought it was in your contract.
I know. Where's the clip on that thing?
Friday, September the 14th is the next game. We see it up there as the Sting will take on the Windsor Spitfires.
Woohoo!
An amazing team that actually gave the Sting a hard time last year.
Yeah,
Every time we thought, wow, this shouldn't be happening, and holy crap, it did. And so that should be a good game for part of the exhibition series here as well. And we'll be here for all the exhibitions. You gonna be here for all the exhibitions?
I'm gonna be here for as absolutely much as I possibly can. So
okay, so the next game.
Yes.
You're first. Pre-game show.
Pre-game show?
I'll give you a pre-game, and if you're a good boy, I might even still give you a third period or a second period.
I'm feeling all for Clem.
I know. He wants to hug now. All right. We're about 2 minutes away from going into the third period. We'll keep you updated. There's not any post-game interviews here tonight, being an exhibition game, so we will be back at the next game, and we'll have there's some cool stuff I can announce, but I gotta wait. It's called a teaser.
I hate that.
I know. And I'm only doing it because you're here. And when the camera goes off, don't ask. I'm not telling.
Man. I'll arm wrestle you for it.
No, you won't.
Come on.
You won't. All right. Supporting United Way starting in Lambton. We're having a lot of fun here for the black versus white game. Currently, the white team is winning 1-0. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. For the show live on location, part of the Video Show Network, and my friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!
We'll talk to you soon.